Good morning, everybody. So this is a little different. We're going to talk about measuring in inches. We're going to need to be able to measure practical spaces later on this week for the second part of this week's project. So most of you have already gotten a ruler. Some of you don't have one yet, but I've sent them out in the mail. When you get to this project, you can look real closely on the ruler. We got the two sides where you just look on the screen. So this side of the ruler, we have inches. This side of the ruler, we have millimeters, centimeters, the metric system. We're going to talk about this because when you're in Tinkercad, it always puts you on. It starts with millimeters, and millimeters are just easier to explain over the internet than inches, because inches can be confusing for a lot of people. So if we look here at the top, we've got our millimeter side. So to start with, we'll talk about millimeters. So each one of these lines is 1. So millimeters go by 10. So each line is 1 millimeter. So if you measure something, you're just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each one of these lines is 5. So here's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 millimeters, and so forth. Now, these numbers are in centimeters. So how this works is it goes by 10. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, because we have these 10 lines here. So this is 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters, 2 centimeters equals 20 millimeters, 3 centimeters equals 30, 4 equals 40, and so on. So it's very simple. If you can count to 10, you can measure in the metric system. So, also, there's also decimals in this. So let's say you have 1 centimeter here. It could also be written as 1.0 centimeters. So what I'm getting at is, let's say right here, let's say you'd have 1.5 centimeters. So that decimal place 1.5 would be equal to, right here, 15 millimeters. You don't really need to know that for what we're going to be doing, but that we're going to practice measuring, and it's going to ask you decimal points. So 2.7 centimeters, so 2.7 right here, would also be 27 millimeters. That's basically how it works. It's not too complicated. So what we're going to be doing later on this week, you're going to, and there's going to be videos for this, obviously, you're going to pick a space in your house where you can 3D design something to improve it. So the easiest one is like a drawer in a desk or a kitchen drawer. So we're going to be measuring the space of the drawer, the height, width, length, determining how much room is in it, and then you're going to design a organizer that goes inside. For instance, at my house, I did one that holds the forks, the spoons, the knives all together. So basically, it's a little box that goes in the drawer, separates all the silverware. So our goal is something simple like that. So desk drawers that can hold paper clips, erasers, scissors, whatever you want to need. You could also do something that will go on a table or on a desk that can hold pencils or something like that. But the goal is we're measuring the real world and creating something using those measurements to improve someone's life, which is just showing the importance of 3D printing and how it can be applied in the real world. So after that, you're going to, if you look in Schoology, we've got the link here to Ruler Game. We're going to go to the Ruler Game.net is the website. Yeah, let's see, move it up there. Yeah, rulergame.net. You're going to scroll down here to New Metric Ruler Game. You're going to hit Let's Play. We're going to close the ad, and we're going to play the game. So here we've got centimeters and millimeters. So if you play the game, it's going to give you a number. So 15 millimeters, so I'm going to go 10, 15, 2.2. So that'll be 2.2 is right here. So 22 millimeters or 2.2 centimeters. 33 millimeters all the way up here. 17, 5, 15, 16, 17, because I know halfway is 5. 0.1 centimeters would be 1 millimeter. 0.9 would be 9 millimeters. 27 millimeters. 3.9 would be 39 centimeters. And you can keep going until you lose. So there's 1 strike, 2 strikes, and 3 strikes. So what you want to do is play this a few times until you get the hang of understanding millimeters. And you'll want to take a screenshot, at least one score, and put it into the Schoology discussion right here. The highest score I've seen was around 4,300, which is pretty high. A student did that on their own time at home, trying to get the high score for the class. You don't have to do nearly that good. This is just practice what we're doing later on in the week. And that is all for this part. Make sure you send me an email if you have any questions and need me to re-elaborate on how to use the metric system.